Hi, my name is Precious Dialect and I teach biology. I'm a fourth year teacher who has experience teaching middle school, high school, and now college. The purpose of this video is to inform you of the methods and techniques that will foster effective communication in higher education. We'll be talking about effective communication, commonly faced challenges, and how we can deal with them. We will also discuss how to de-escalate conflicts and why communication is needed in order to foster a supportive and positive classroom environment. So let's get started. So there are three strategies that can help foster effective communication. Number one is knowing your audience. According to Perlmutter, Hugh P. Long said that you should talk lawyer to a lawyer and talk farmer to farmers. Knowing your audience means that you must speak their language. Otherwise, your audience will be confused and will not engage with what you're talking about. Number two, be an effective listener. Communication involves at least two parties. The way you speak is also as important as the way you listen. So, being an effective listener means that you're paying close attention to the words of the speaker. A lot of times in education, you will encounter students who will ask the same question even though you probably already said the answer. This is definitely annoying. So, one way to be an effective listener is by taking notes and then writing down questions. Number three, be purposeful in your choice of words. Sometimes people have the tendency to sugarcoat words, especially if it has something to do with bad news. So, when it comes to communicating effectively, being honest and transparent to your peers will help them build more trust. If you are an instructor and you're not clear with your choice of words, your students might get confused. Also, if you say something but it doesn't reflect your actions, your students might not trust you. So, transparency and consistency are very important in building relationships. One of the challenges of communication on the side of the student could be a lack of confidence. The University of Waterloo Center for Teaching Excellence states that a student who is shy or scared to approach their instructor runs the risk of not being heard and being alienated. This could mean that they might suffer through the course on their own. A possible way to deal with this is to have a positive and welcoming personality as an instructor. Students need to feel comfortable to reach out to you. Another challenge of communication on the side of the instructor is not being clear with expectations. A student could try their hardest to complete their work, but if the instructor was not very specific with what they're looking for, then the student might not earn the grade that they're expecting to get, which could give way to even more conflict. A way to overcome this is through being explicit with everything, even though it sounds elementary or common sense. Not everyone in your class comes from the same background, so an instructor can't just assume that what they're expecting from their students is common knowledge. One of the most important things to keep in mind before de escalating conflict is to make sure that all the parties involved are calm. Make sure that you work to identify the core of the problem and articulate it clearly. If you are the mediator, make sure that you're also listening to both sides without favoring one or the other. Another important aspect of de escalating conflict is by tackling the problem head on and offering a possible solution. Yes, there are some problems that can be tabled for another day. However, when that's not possible, then a solution should be offered at the moment. Putting it off may only increase the problem even more. Communication between teacher and student is very important and is actually correlated to their success in the class. According to Khan, Zia-ul Islam, and Khan, students would rather learn from a teacher who is clear and has good communication skills. This means that students can better understand the concept they are learning and can actually deliver what is required of them. Moreover, it can also help the class run more smoothly if the classroom rules and procedures are clear. And most importantly, effective communication builds a stronger relationship between the teacher and the student. For me personally, this means that I listen to my students and then give them meaningful advice or feedback with whatever it is that they need. Thank you for joining me in this video.